everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Noelle here at Stuffed and Budgeted, and this week we are going to be stuffing $210. It's a little bit lower than usual, but we're going into Thanksgiving week, so I did not see that there was a lot of need for filling up categories like groceries and such. I don't have any rollover this week. We were traveling last weekend, so when we got groceries, we spent all of it, so there was no rollover. But I do need to get, I have a lot of change in here, and I haven't cleaned it out in a while. So I'm gonna just pull that all out here. I hope you guys have had a good week. Mine was good. We had what I call and organize at work is Worksgiving. So we had that on Thursday, which was so fun. And then Dustin and I work at the same place, and we only have a 3-day week next week. So we don't need too much in groceries. In fact, we have a lot of rice and we have a lot of stuff in our pantry. So we are going to be working from that this week. If you're new here, my husband is Dustin, and typically he stuffs his binders in a separate video on this channel. And typically we would cash plan together like we used to. However, we kind of decided to take a break from stuffing our personal binders for the rest of this year. And so we will resume that in the beginning of the year, which is exciting. All right, I think that's empty. But Dustin will be coming back on the scene. So this week, groceries will be getting $20. I don't really foresee needing this. However, I want to have it in there just in case if we need bread or anything. I don't want to have to reach for my debit card. Dustin and I have $20. I had condensed our 210s each into 20s from our travel fund and gave our travel fund a bit smaller denominations, but Dustin and I are each going to get $10 this week, and we really haven't spent anything. For our travel, we 100% had used the $100 that was extra in my wallet plus that, and we had $45 left over. So we spent a pretty penny. And then because I don't see a lot going on this week for needing my wallet, I'm just going to do 5 for buffer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I want that cruddy bill. That's a bit nicer of a bill. Okay. So I don't foresee needing too much, so I'm only gonna do 5, and worst comes to worst, if we really need more money, we can take from mine and Dustin's allowance. So that is the wallet this week. That got $45. Next, we're going into our high priority and low priority binder. So buffer is obviously not getting anything. This buffer gets filled when there's leftover money in my wallet buffer. Same with grocery buffer. This gets filled when there's leftover money in grocery money. Once this reaches $100, I will split this 50-50 between, or grocery money 50-50 between grocery buffer and Costco. I did do some condensing. I had my dad had given me some bills for money I had lent him And then he gave me back cash, so I condensed those. So grocery buffer's not getting anything. Household is going to get a 10. This is one of our heavier categories. This covers laundry stuff. This covers trash bags, household cleaning items, any cold and flu medicine, and we're going into that season. So we will have $25 in here. Tires, I would have loved to give more, but tires is going to get a 20. We are on our way. This is our second week stuffing it, so it will come slowly but surely. Hopefully we can stuff it a little bit more next week. Celebrations this week is getting skipped. However, this is for birthdays. This is for weddings, baby showers, anniversaries, gifts, anything that pertains to any kind of celebration or gift. Costco is not getting anything either. This is for bulk items at Costco or anything we do at Costco, really. I kind of use the same method that Desiree does over on her channel. Anything that's groceries comes out of your grocery fund. Anything that can last you more than a week comes out of Costco. Extra savings. This is going to get a 10. This is just to get extra savings. Part of me wants to see what I can get in there in a month, but the other part of me is maybe I should do it quarterly or bi-monthly or every 3 months. We will see. Rainy day for Dustin and I. This is for when we run out of PTO. So, if we run out of PTO, we would have this to cover our day off each. We need $200 to cover Dustin and I for one day. Or no, $400, I'm sorry. $400 to cover Dustin and I for one day. And then vehicle maintenance is going to get 5, which will bring us to 20. Which that is growing nicely. Alright, I have to stand up here. I was on my knees in front of my desk because Dustin has my chair. Alright. So now we're going into what I call my variable expenses and annuals. So I break mine down differently. So I have high priority, low priority, and then variable are things that are common but less common or less priority than this binder. So D&D is going to get $1. So we will have 6 in there. This is for Dungeons and Dragons. Dustin and I play along with my brother and 3 of mine and Dustin's coworkers. So this is for any supplies we need, if we need dice, books, or when we go play bi-weekly for snacks. Family's not getting anything. Home is not getting anything. Home decor is going to get $1. So we have $4 in there. Nothing's really quite needed in here. I was just kind of trying to even out some of our categories. Holiday decor is also going to get $1. So we have 4 in there. Travel's not getting anything, but I have 45 left over in there, and we're planning to go see my grandma again in the future, like a month and a half. So we have to start beefing that up again. Wild ideas. This is kind of like rainy day, but this is just free for all. Let's go have fun, spend money. We get the itch to go shopping or go spend money. and that happens with Dustin and I. So this is kind of what that folder is for. And then none of my annuals are getting anything today. Hopefully next week. All right. French Fry is going to get a 5. He is my Havanese. He is my oldest boy. So he has 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. None of their vet appointments are until the spring, so we have some good time. They really only need maybe $350 to $75. I try to save up $500 per in case. Coleman, he is my middle boy and he's my biggest boy. He's going to get 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's him barking, actually, because I said his name. Spot, he is my smallest baby. He's my Chihuahua, and he's going to get 5, but let's give him a clean 5 like his brothers. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for Spot. And then we are done in this. So this is mine and this is our pups or our pets, and then mine and Dustin's binder. We had our own separate binder from the pets, but kind of refined our categories and such. So now we're going into our savings challenges. So this is the November Fox, and each of these is $2. So I'm going to check off 2, 4, 6, and 8. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's grab this. And we got 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I don't think I counted that right, or did I miss 8 plus 8 is 16. 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, we're good. The bills were just sticking together. Okay, so we got 24 in there, and I still have not decided how I'm going to reallocate this or what I'm going to put it towards, but we will definitely beef up some of the other categories. Then this Fox is going to get $6. I've been trying to do these 1 row per week. So we have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Sorry if you can see my shadow bouncing around. My knees hurt because, again, Dustin has my chair. And so I am making do. So we have 3 for this $20 savings challenge. And I'm going to finish scratching it off. And then for next week, I think I'm going to finish these out next week. So we have a 7, right? Yep. And another 3. So that is 10. So we will finish this out. next week. Usually I do my savings challenges last, but how I laid out my cash plan was not the best. So this challenge is going to get $20. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And this one will for sure get put in my Christmas holiday folder, because I do want to get my stocking stuffers done with cash. So then next week I will just need $12. Oops, sorry guys. I'm struggling over here. So this one's getting 20. And these are from Budget with Amanda, by the way. So you have 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. And this one. And then I'm going to move into all December challenges. But I think all of these ones will all beef up some of my high priority and low priority things. Then we're going into our monthly challenge, and I'm actually going to give my monthly challenge here a 50. I kind of wanted to bulk this one up a little bit more than $15 per, because next week I'm hoping to be able to do even more. So let's count this without the 50. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80. Well, let's do this. 50, 70, 90. Right? 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140. 140, I believe, for November. Usually I was saving, you know, $200 to $400 in these, but we are getting back into things a little bit slower this time. And then last but certainly not least, we are going to give Thanksgiving the last 10. So there's 25. This is for any last minute items, for the fresh items that we might need. And anything that's left in here, I might roll over into the Christmas stocking stuff. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do on that. I'm kind of a fly by the seat of my pants person that way. But we did have quite a bit of change here. There's $1 and another $1, so $2. I separate my coins out by their denominations, so I don't know if anyone else does that. I was going to turn in my pennies, but since they're not making them, I feel like I don't want to do that. All right, guys, that is all for today's cash stuffing. It was small, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you next week for our cash planning for the last week of November, which is absolutely insane. So I can't wait to plan out that money with you and have a wonderful Thanksgiving, you guys. If I don't see you before, maybe I will. Wait, no. Yeah. If I don't see you before, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. If I do, we'll say it again, but enjoy the week, stay in your budgets, and I will see you guys later. Bye.